Well, often people, they see there's training, but they don't know which steps to take first because there's so many things.
Yeah, yeah. I've been involved. Our business, we've been around for, excuse me, 14 years. I've been doing the marketing. I mean, it's just changed so much in the last even 2 years.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's kind of hard to run a business and keep up sometimes with all the with all the changes. So
Tell me about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you can see here that you want to rank on Milwaukee and different kinds of window tinting.
Yes.
And you have increased your domain authority, and therefore it allows you to rank on more keywords. I would think like car wrap Milwaukee, window tinting Milwaukee, window tinting, or business whatever tinting plus times any suburb of Milwaukee you would want to kill it on, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So then I look at these and see none of these ones here, or window tinting near me, window, like none of these are in the top three.
Mm,
And if it's not in the top three, you'll get a little trickle. You'll see like there's just a few here and there. And there's enough volume here, Scott, that it's worth going after, right?
sure.
I don't even know what Solix is, but is that like some brand? Like maybe you
Oh,
want to rank
that's
on that?
manufacturer. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So window films. So you're running some ads here. A bit of
Correct.
local.
Yeah, not a lot. And we
Custom window films. Like I would want to see, why don't we have more local? There's local, right? Anything near me obviously is telling Google this is a local one.
okay.
Here's local business window tinting. So this is showing, we'll run a report. You have one GMB, right? This one.
We have three. We have
Three.
Madison, Milwaukee, and Waukesha. So type in Mequon. That's our Milwaukee. Mequon's a suburb of Milwaukee. Mequon.
Mequon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And this is just using the Google Maps API. All of these tools use the Google Maps API because we're trying to find the GMB. This one?
Yep, that's our main one. Yeah,
Okay. Only 31 reviews. I mean, 5 stars. That's great.
yeah. We keep trying. I have my installers. I started even offering them a bonus if they get a positive. Like throwing them 25, $50 per good review they get.
So window tinting service. What else do we want?
Window film. Um, it looked like business window tinting looked pretty
What
pretty.
percent of your business is consumer versus business?
So here's the deal: is that so the term window tinting is a very broad. A lot of times people are looking for cars. We don't touch cars. We're
Okay.
100%, 95% business. So we're doing decorative films.
Oh, wow. So just trying to rank on window tinting is actually bad because that's all people trying to block out their Mustang or whatever.
Exactly. And so we're trying more. So window tinting is involved with us, but it's a lot of times they're looking for cars. And it's a cheap ticket. Some the guys around here are doing it for $200 a car. It's a joke.
You don't want to touch that. Yeah. If
Yeah,
anything, it's just to drive you bad leads all day.
exactly. But
Okay.
business window tinting is huge. Residential window tinting. Um,
But it's 95% business. So why not maximize the thing that matters to you? And when people search, they're searching on business window tinting, right?
I would say commercial window tinting, commercial window films.
Commercial.
So we
Okay.
basically have three categories of films. One is security. It's a clear security if someone tries to break into a business. It's basically a laminate that goes.
So we don't even want to go after window tinting service because that's like mostly cars, isn't it?
Yeah,
Or no?
correct. Yeah, like commercial.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say maybe security window films is a big one. Um,
Okay. You have to tell me what, I mean, I could Google it, I suppose. But
yeah,
security window films. Okay.
decorative window films is a big one. Um,
It's weird because
it's such a weird
you
niche.
are a local service, but when you're B2B, it basically makes you more B2B than you are local, even though technically you are local. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you might,
It's like all these other consumer services, like you could be a dentist or a lawn care guy or a plumber, like those are straight up easy because it's direct to consumer.
yep.
But yours is local but B2B, that's tricky. right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All
But
right.
we do residential window tinting too. That's a higher end. We're doing a lot of lake homes and
Okay.
uh, stuff like that. So
Okay. All right. So you were ranking on business window tinting, which actually has quite a few searches. $2
is
a
that
click. I would
is
just
that
buy this. I would buy this. You lost it. You were at 13 and you lost it. You can see here.
and that was just the local?
No, that was overall. So you had the local pack, you had videos and image pack. You had window privacy film near me, which means local search.
Oh, I don't know why I lost all those.
Well, I mean, you lost it 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
And
You see that, right? All the tools will tell you this. It's not like it's a secret, right?
yeah,
And things go up and down. It's like the stock price. It goes up and down and you
yeah.
lose. And so I wouldn't like worry about any one thing because it's just there's each of these changes is noise, but overall, it's what the pick, overall, where are these people coming from? Like overall, through White Spark, you've gotten more links and your domain rating's gone up.
Mm.
And so
What
your
I
traffic did go up, I
what
guess
I
during the
did do is
summer.
I started joining local chambers of commerce. I looked at the ones that had really good domain authority within Moz, and then I joined those to get the links.
Your traffic has been terrible. Is it because of Milwaukee? Is it seasonal? Like people don't want to do anything in the winter?
Very seasonal,
Or...
like
Look,
business
look
in
at this,
general.
right? You have like this stuff here in July, and then it just fell apart after that. Well, you
And
had a
that's
little burst in November,
yeah,
but after that, you can see what happened, right?
and that's pretty typical Milwaukee. Wisconsin's just it's a cold weather state, very conservative money.
Yeah.
Um, Usually our quarter one's horrible. Luckily we
Yeah.
have a referral business and we do a lot of, we do some other things that keep us busy.
The
But
referral
yeah,
thing's going to be key with other home service businesses or the contractors or whoever's building the house. Like they can refer you because people don't know a window tinting service.
no,
They
no,
just want to know whoever their friend recommends. I'll just use them.
exactly.
The contractor says you should use these guys. All right.
Yeah, and we get that a lot. We have the nice things we have a good history. We have good clientele. But in order to grow, we have to continue getting new customers too. So
Of
the way
course.
and
But the
I
reviews are key for that because it's local and you're not doing this nationwide. The fact you have only 30 reviews on that main GMB, even though they're 5 stars, is hurting us.
yep, okay.
And then if you're networking with these other like Chamber of Commerce or whatever BNI, whatever groups, you should be interviewing them, like highlighting their business, guest posting about them and vice versa to build the links in the signal in Milwaukee, right?
Mhm.
Which these other guys aren't doing. So who built this Eileen and dogs?
I have no clue.
I mean, okay, fine. Jessica. Jessica links to as a no follow, you see this to your thing.
So yeah, I don't know who that
Doesn't matter. So
21, man,
Kenosha
that's
Chamber, okay.
that's a
This is
chamber.
relevant, but it's on a subdomain. It doesn't carry much power. I mean, this page ranks on two. So it's like a directory listing. These are all like directory listings, basically. This is a fake blog. Someone listed you on a fake blog. Whatever.
Uh,
Celebhomes.net ranks on nothing. Zeros here. I mean, the site's got a little bit of power, but the page has got these pages all have nothing. You see the zero zeros on here. You see these ones
those are
here,
all just useless.
and they're all no follows too, so it doesn't even matter. So these don't count worth anything. Okay, okay, New Star. So this locally. So this is the $10 a month directory thing you pay for, right? But your directory
Uh,
listing here's got a 301 because you didn't correct the HTTPS. So 301, because you use the SEO tools, doesn't pass all the juice. Anytime you see a 301, try to go see as another directory listing. You got to change this you got to update the link and not be lazy and assume the 301 is going to cover it, right?
okay.
The directory listing, fine. Open cart. This is probably one they paid for, they got for you. Home window tinting for sure. Nobody links on home window tinting as an anchor text. They're clearly doing that for SEO, right?
Okay, yeah.
But it's working. You're in a listicle. You understand what a listicle is?
No.
A listicle is like the 12 best places to eat flounder in Milwaukee or whatever, like the 10, but 11 tips. So this is just a way to do a roundup where you just have 11 businesses and they're all kind of contributing towards this. It's called, it's like Stone Soup, basically.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, directory, another directory. So mainly you have directory listings with the smattering of fake blogs. Anytime you see a lot of these blog spots, and I
Not
understand
really.
why they do it because they say Blogspot is Google's free blogging service. So it's called Google stacking. So
Okay.
you put your videos on YouTube, which is Google. You use Gmail for your email, which is Google. You use Blogspot, which is Google's, blogging thing. All of it to like try to show Google, hey, this is who we are, Milwaukee, window tinting, business window tinting, window film, Kansas City. This one is relevant because it's also window film. It's another city. So I imagine, Scott, all these other people that do business window tinting too. And there's like some industry conference and you just happen to do it in Milwaukee, but you have, people who do it everywhere, right?
Correct. Yep.
Can you not guest blog on their sites? And they can
Good.
guest blog on your site. Yeah.
Yep.
That's going to be your number one ding, 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 ding SEO strategy.
So like going out to other dealers like myself in other territories.
Yeah. And with the manufacturers too, you can be a success story for them and show them like of all the other installers, here's how you do marketing. Because if you're going to buy product from so and so, the manufacturer has an incentive to help the installers get better at their marketing, right?
Mhm.
So do that. So that's your number one link building strategy. It requires you can't outsource it because I don't have the relationships with the manufacturers and with these other window tinting people, right?
Sure. Yep.
So like that's like hiring someone to be your wife. Like you can't. I mean, you have to build it. You'd love to outsource it and all that, but this is something that it unfortunately really requires your relationship. If not, then you have this blog spot stuff, right?
Yep.
When will it work? I mean, yeah, but it's like really weak. It's super weak.
Nope.
Decorative window film Gen Mito. Okay, so this is probably some fake. Let's just go look at this site. Oh boy. Decorative window film. This is yours. Accounting job. Sliding door, black sliding door blinds. Energy and security solutions. Creative solutions. This is let me just
Oh,
ask you. I know you're not like an SEO person, but how likely do you think this is something a human would write?
it's not.
And this person, whoever this person is, do you think this person knows who Scott is and your
No.
business? No.
Yeah.
Okay. And these things, do you think like a human would create categories like this?
No. It's
No.
just
What do you think Google
spammy.
thinks of this site?
All spammy stuff.
How does Google look at this site?
It looks probably junk. It's spam. It's full of
Do you,
spam.
do you think Google's going to be because of this? Even though there's a lot of stuff on decorative window film on that site, do you think this will help you with SEO?
No.
Okay. How about this one? Window glass. NITIV. I mean, it's window glass, Milwaukee. Sounds good, right? It's linking to you. Let's see about this one. Let's pretend we're Google. Asbestos guidelines,
Looks like
modular
the
home,
same one as last time.
Wisconsin glass, MrBottles.com. I mean, it looks almost relevant. This would have fooled Google years ago
Yep.
because it says all these things. It says all the words that you want. It looks like home services, doors and windows and house clean hotels in Las Vegas, plumber tools, etching fiberglass in Milwaukee. I mean, it almost seems relevant. United Auto Insurance in Wisconsin, Chicago. I don't know. But I don't think whoever this is, who's Prolemka Samuskin. Who's this?
Yeah. I don't know who.
And they blog about window glass. I mean, this is Prolema, should be named Problema. Prolemka writes a blog on window glass, which is super relevant to you, right?
So when did that one? Um, so some of the stuff looks pretty old. So someone might have said, "Hey, I'm going to get you some links."
This is
And
this is 2019. A lot of this this was last year. Oh, well, you have them. Actually, most of it's 2019. It looks like this fake
so
stuff.
someone was building me some.
Whoever built your site, like, look, yeah, 2019, someone went crazy in 2019. Like, did you hire someone on Fiverr and paid him $10 to generate 500 links?
It could have been.
Don't, because anytime we see stuff like that, it usually means they went to Fiverr And you know those ones on Fiverr where it says like, "Hey, I'll build you 1,000 links for like $20," right?
They're
And it
useless.
sounds great. I mean, look at this one. Back also 2019. Like, look at the November 2000 or the yeah, all these
That was
2009 like November
yeah.
2019. So someone went in there in November of 2019 and just went crazy with all this decorative window. Okay, this one. All right, let's see what else we have. This is one of your best links, and this looks actually legit. Welcome to Glendale. But you see the see what's this one? This looks like yeah, and this is November 2019. 6 reasons why your business should invest in window tinting. Oh boy. Not secure site, stock art. Okay, so your thing on window tinting is next to maternity photography, IT support, and order food online, but do they deliver? Hmm. Insulation therapy, which I don't think is, and watering your Gulf Coast lawn. I don't know. I don't,
That's
doesn't sound legit to
complicated.
me, does it? I don't think so. Nice try. Yeah. Anyway, they're all like this. You have a few directory listings. You have these fake blogspot ones, all from November of 2019, 2019, April 2023. How to pick the best windows for your room, cutie patatas. What does that mean?
Who knows?
But it's linking to you. Okay. And some of them
Oh,
may be just like spam blogs that just link to you, not that someone bought it.
yeah.
Wow, someone went crazy trying to stuff all these keywords in the title,
Oh, you
thinking
know
that
what?
they
That's the I think
Madison Chamber of Commerce. Oh, it's a member.
that's an actually Chamber of Commerce.
This
Yeah.
actually carries a little bit of power. It does rank on a couple keywords.
Yeah.
This is your directory listing, isn't it? NuVision window and film. Okay, so because it has all this. There's like nothing in here. Doesn't say anything in here.
I could update that.
This actually does. It is relevant. It ranks on 2 keywords. What keywords does it rank on? NuVision window films ranks on your name, and NuVision construction. Oh, interesting.
That's weird.
But it doesn't
It's
have any traffic and there's no competition. It's low volume, so whatever.
yeah, it's probably because we're considered a construction subcontractor, so they probably just threw us in a
Oh, it's
subcat.
a category. Yeah. Okay. Huh. All right, so we can spend forever looking at your links and whatnot, but here's what I'm looking for. You have these because we talked about you need these location service pages.
Mhm.
So you have these 4 within Milwaukee. You have 1 for Madison. You have Chicago.
Correct.
Where's most of your business?
Well, lately it's been Madison. Milwaukee's a much bigger. Milwaukee's about 2.5 million MSA. Madison maybe 1 million MSA.
So
We
Madison, why don't you have it if Madison is like where you are,
well,
why
we're
don't
actually
you
in
focus why don't you
Milwaukee.
have more location service pages on Madison suburbs?
We're actually located in Milwaukee. The majority of our business lately has come from Madison, so it's just been odd.
Okay.
Madison's kind
So
of an
so
up.
here, look, you have this,
Yeah.
but why aren't these linkable to the location service pages?
So that's what White Spark was very slowly rolling out.
You know the AI tools can do this instantly, right?
They can do all the links. So I use ChatGPT quite a bit. I guess
Yeah.
my
That's what I mean.
concern,
We have all
my
this training. You can watch hundreds of videos where we walk through how do you build out these location service pages in a non-spammy way.
okay, then that
Right.
that I would love. I mean that I can
Yeah,
do.
go through our training on it, but I'll just summarize it. So let's say Sun Prairie, okay? Then you
Mhm.
have a location service page for Sun Prairie,
Yep.
and you have ChatGPT write it, answering all the PAA, right? So this is what you do. Oops. My buddy Scott does business. This is so easy. I mean, I could tell you it's just as fast to do it. Does business window tinting in Madison, Wisconsin, and suburbs. We has location service pages on these neighborhoods. we want to generate the copy for his location service page on for what was it, Sun Prairie? What was the city? Doesn't matter.
Sun Prairie, yeah, yep.
Sun Prairie. And do you have pictures from your techs servicing customers
100.
at Sun
Yeah,
Prairie?
I have 20, good 15 years worth of
Oh,
photos.
good, 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 good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to our site, they're all over the place, and
So please generate the copy and include spots where he can insert his experience, pictures, and quips about the city. Of course, answer PAA and EEAT so we can rank on commercial window tinting terms. Note, we don't want to do autos, car window tinting. It's mainly, you have to give it context. It's mainly businesses. Okay.
okay.
Now that will generate the stuff here. You understand what PAA and EEAT is, right?
No, PAA.
Well, it actually told you right here. PAAs, people also ask. This is your page for Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie's premier business window tinting service. Welcome to, and then just insert this stuff here. Insert your experience, insert a sentence or two. Now, you know what we teach about 1 minute videos. So you just make 1 minute videos. Give me a list of 10 questions that Scott can answer in 1 minute videos according to the methodology I teach. Just to remind it, it knows who I am, but I just sometimes the thing like forgets.
Yeah.
You. We are making Scott Googleable via the content factory process. So it knows what this stuff is.
Okay.
This like you don't like you understand this thing's very smart. This includes dollar a day. Too. Okay. And not just for this city, but for his business overall. Okay. So do you think, Scott, I'm not asking rhetorically, that you can just answer the questions that it gives you? Because it knows for business window tinting, not the, car, when will the cops give me a ticket for having it too dark kind of thing.
Yep. Yep.
But can you answer these questions? I'm sure you can. And you could take 3
Sure.
minutes to answer if you want. And then what you do is you take these videos and you sprinkle them into your location service pages and just generally on the site, blog posts and all that, right? That's what you do.
So if you go back to one of my, for instance, maybe like my Madison page.
Okay.
So
This
it,
one.
yep. So if you scroll down, so now we have a list of our products. Scroll back up.
There's almost nothing here, Scott. Like you have
Yeah,
all this, but look, there's nothing here. This is your site overall. This is the page.
okay.
This is what you have on the page. 98 keywords. Oh, that's not good. Window privacy, solar film for Windows lost. Madison window tint, you moved from 19 to 8. Yeah, it's still got no traffic on it, but okay, here. Home window film installers near me. That sounds like something you'd want.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't have anything to deserve to rank on it. So let's copy that. I know it's ugly. I'm pasting this thing in here, but
Yep.
okay. Now here are his SEO stats on the Madison location service page. Okay. Ugly, but it can read it. Okay. Yeah, see? Saw we went from 18 to 11 on the lost 7 positions. Uh-huh. Yeah, not enough content depth. Yeah, not really showing much about Madison or linking to other cities, and yeah, you're not satisfying EEAT because you've got doing it for 15 years. You have hundreds or thousands of these photos and videos. There's nothing on there. It's just listing your products and whatever. It's no different than what a spammer could auto generate. You're not showcasing your experience, which is the first E.
So one of the things I just recently did, if you go to my, and I guess this is a good question, and I don't want to take up your whole day, obviously, but I really appreciate your being on with me. I started adding photos of work onto our homepage just literally
Yeah,
last
you
week.
should, but put them on the location service pages too.
Yeah, and I'll work on that this weekend.
I can't even get to your homepage. How come I
If you
can't? You have
scroll,
this thing that pops up.
you should be able to
Oh,
scroll
there it
up.
is.
There you go. So now if you scroll down, keep going, keep
But
going.
look, these pictures here are probably not even real.
No, those are fake.
Yeah, clearly these are fake. You can tell
Yeah,
these are fake. Okay.
yeah. If you
Put
scroll
put real
down,
ones. Can you put real ones here? Just don't have anything fake in here. Okay.
yeah,
Just it's just not good. Okay.
yep, yep. I'll update those. If you keep scrolling down, there's a gallery that I just put in.
Dude, this is
Um,
way too far. No one's gonna scroll this far. You need to.
okay, so
Okay,
right
here
there.
we go.
So
Yeah,
so
don't use carousels for many reasons. I see what you're doing here, but yeah.
so does alt text matter? Or does that?
Barely, barely.
Okay,
Your
so
site has so little power anyway. This alt text thing doesn't matter. What matters is you don't have your site structure to where you're literally showing that this is what you do. You structure this like an e-commerce site,
okay,
bullet resistant, this, the different products you have. Like you look like an e-commerce site, not a local site, as far as I
okay,
can tell. And then
yeah,
the AI is basically agreeing.
okay,
See, it's basically telling us this. It's telling you the same thing I told you. And it even gave you the questions to answer to make sure that you actually have the content necessary to tell Google that you're doing the things that you say you do.
sure.
Anyway, here it is. See, this is
Hey,
what
I
you
got
get.
some work. I got some work to do.
Well, this is all recorded, so you can watch this again.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I mean, I think we're doing, the matrix that I look at versus our competitors, which have horrible sites. I guess I'm lucky I don't have better competitors because it would be a little
Yeah.
more competitive against us.
How many calls are you getting well, I guess it's seasonal, but per year, how many calls are you getting or how much revenue are you doing?
We're just, I mean, we were running about 1.5 million before COVID. Now we did about 800 last year. Uh,
Okay.
I'm hoping to get back to 1 million this year. Well,
So
one of
then
our
in the
big,
good months, you're like 200,000, and in the bad months, you're like 10,000 or 20,000, huh?
yeah, correct. Like January was actually pretty good, but this was stuff that was already written. We
Okay.
do a lot of security film for schools, for active
Okay.
shooter stuff. So we put a lot of laminate on schools. We also have a wide format printer, so we do a lot of our own custom print, decorative, and privacy films.
Right.
So, um,
Okay.
but yeah, I wish I thought we were doing a little better than that, to be honest with you.
I mean, look, when you come into the doctor's office and we do your MRI and your blood, don't get mad at the report. The
No, I'm
stats
not
are the stats, I
mad.
mean, it is what it is, right?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely. It's a little. I know we're doing. I know we're doing better than our competitor, but I want to. I want to do better than that even. So that's why I
Why
obsess.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
these are simple. What I told you before was this is all easy to fix.
yeah.
And I mean, no, I don't mean to offend you, but you're only doing 1 million a year or just under.
Mhm,
So anyone who's that small should just get this stuff done themselves really easily because
mhm.
no one cares more about your business than you.
Oh, 100%.
Now, you could probably hire a VA or two to do this, but you need to start it off because if you just hire a VA and you don't understand what's going on, you won't be able to audit. Like you won't be able to audit White Spark. I love White Spark, but like you said, things change all the time and you need to know what's going. Like you've organized this site like an e-com site where you have all this here.
Mhm,
You're not trying to sell products nationwide. You're trying to you want to provide you want to do the installation at these businesses and schools and whatever. So this doesn't make sense. Why are you
mhm.
doing this?
So what would you suggest? So not having
Look,
product
look at these products, look at these 3M products and all. That's great. You carry these 3M products, but that's not what you're not freaking Home Depot where someone wants to come in and find, a particular product.
Mhm,
Your service business, right?
correct.
Why are you organized like an e-commerce business?
Huh. I never thought of it that way.
But you see,
Um,
it's pretty obvious now, right?
well, yeah.
So, and then if Madison is where you're getting most of the business, why is there only one location service page and you have 4 in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
You should have like 5 or 6. Wherever you're getting the most business is where you should double down on your location service pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a service called data pins?
Uh-uh.
So if type it in real quick, so it's a service where when my guys are out in the field, it gets geotagged in the pictures, and they can take the picture. Um, there you go, the first one there, data pins. And so we consider doing this because
I don't think SEO software is really going to do anything for you because these guys don't even rank on much. Look, if you take here, I'll just prove it to you. So Milwaukee. So I'm going to search my Google Photos. So this is everything off of my phone, right? Automatically off of my phone. Look at this. Look how easy this is. So here is a picture I took off of my phone. You can see this, right?
Yep.
And it's in Lake Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could grab all the stuff from Lake Mills and put it on my Lake Mills location service page, right?
Okay.
And I could grab all the stuff from this place. Where's this place? This place is Johnson Creek.
Oh, I know that's the pine cone, man. That's good
Yeah, it
stuff.
is. You know, you've seen these? Okay, you know what I'm talking
I've
about
eaten.
here.
Oh,
This
I've eaten there.
this is
That's actually kind of halfway between Milwaukee and Madison, so we're driving that route a lot.
so this was not a low calorie meal,
No, not at all. No, they're
but it
good
was
food
good.
though.
And so if I upload this photo, it already includes a lot of these details in it, right?
Yep.
So why wouldn't I just include these signals in here? And then Google is smart enough to be able to recognize where the stuff is anyway, right? Google can tell whether I'm uploading some stock photo thing or whether it's like actually something from my experience, which is why they emphasize EEAT. And here's another one in Milwaukee somewhere. What is this anyway? We're teaching people how to do 1-minute videos. Oh, I'm in West Bend.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
this is at USCCA. These are friends of mine, the United States Concealed Carry Association. You can see I've spent a lot of time in Wisconsin.
Hmm.
Here, I'm teaching at USCCA, right? At their headquarters. And these people are sort of paying attention to my training.
So is writing content with the photos like, hey, this is a photo of this, and putting some keywords or putting
Telling
so
stories in 1-minute videos. Like this is
okay.
what I'm basically giving you a private class and reteaching our materials, which you should still go through.
All right. Yep. Definitely.
But you answer these questions and ask ChatGPT how to do this.
Okay.
Because I asked it, hey, Scott doesn't have much information on his site. It sucks. Okay. That's what I basically said. And it said, okay, good. I'll answer these questions and upload pictures and videos for your location service pages. It literally told you what to do,
Sure.
right? This
That's
whole
awesome.
chat told you what to do.
Um,
Here, I'll share this chat with you.
that's great. I appreciate it. So you
Copy.
guys do work with so another part of our thing is Facebook, and I hired a company, and I was spending 1,200 bucks a month for $2,000 worth of ads of Facebook. And I think
Don't
that's
do that. You don't need Facebook right now.
um
You need Google. You need the basic SEO stuff.
okay. Well, I guess the one thing with Facebook is, like you had mentioned it, our consumer awareness is very low on this, it's just still very niche. So trying to find trying to find ways to increase consumer awareness is one of our bigger struggles. Like I understand the low hanging fruit with really optimizing our website, both in paid and in SEO. But one of the struggles we also have is people just don't know what the hell we do. So they don't even know it exists really.
Yeah,
Uh,
you got to make 1-minute videos. You can boost those for $1 a day on Facebook. You don't need to hire anybody, but you take these videos. I have a whole course on how to do $1 a day, right?
okay,
Should have
I'll take a
access
look
to.
at that.
Yeah, go
Okay,
through that straightforward, and you'll
dollar a day.
find certain videos will boost your complaint is that people don't know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the reason why people don't know about you is you haven't published these stories, whether it's on your website or on social media.
Okay.
I'm sure you
Okay.
have them. I'm sure they're in some folder somewhere that no one can
Yeah,
see.
so what I did start doing on our webpage under resources projects, I started writing.
Nobody can see that.
What's that?
Nobody can see that.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
it's
what you're saying is moot. Doesn't matter.
So those should be under specific location pages and not under one page that I'm just compiling.
You structured the site so the top level pages are all e-commerce looking pages. They do
Okay.
not look like a local service. You have to get the site structure right.
Yep.
Build links coming in. We could take, for example, this audit, and I would title it, you know, SEO audit of a business window tinting company in Milwaukee. And basically take this thing, run it through ChatGPT, and then link to you from our DR62 site. And Google would see that that was relevant because our site talks about improving, local service businesses and making the phone ring and doing all the stuff that we talk about. So it's relevant. This whole conversation is relevant to what we do. But
Sure.
to make it relevant to you, it's an audit on you. So if we turn this into an article and link to you, this is not a paid link. This is not selling garbagey links from those other blogspot things. This would be a legitimate piece of content that anyone else who is a window tinting company or interested in doing SEO audits would see that this was valuable. If they watched this, they would find it was helpful, right?
Sure. 100%.
And it would pass you a DR62 legitimate link.
Yeah.
What would that cost you to buy if you were to even try to buy it?
Probably $600, I'd imagine. I mean, those links are not cheap.
More than that,
Yeah. You think? Yeah.
it'd be $200 a month.
Okay.
So I do stuff like that. Like, why
Yeah.
not leverage? Because Google wants to see that you've leveraged expertise, authority, and relevancy in the thing that you want to be known for. So connect with other window installers from other countries and interview them on a 15-minute blog post.
Okay.
And connect with the manufacturers and bring them on your podcast. Just having a Zoom account, you can just say you have a podcast. That's it. You don't have to have anything fancy. You know what I mean? Just say you have a podcast, right?
Yeah.
We can ask ChatGPT, hey, come up with a name for my podcast so I can talk to all the other, window manufacturers, 3M and whoever these guys are, right?
Yep. Gotcha.
Yeah. Talk to other people in the industry. I'm sure you know who the other industry people are. Can you get them on your
Yeah.
podcast?
I actually used to work for 3M before I started my business. I was the
You have all the
manufacturer.
connections then.
Pretty much.
And they'll say yes to you for 15 minutes because it's about making them look good. It's not a testimonial.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. I really appreciate the stuff. And I think I have your link to get to that dollar a day
Uh-huh.
training.
Yeah.
So I'll take a look at that because I think that's part of what I really need to work on too. And dollar a day is a lot cheaper than $2,000 a month of ads I mean, then I think part of the drop off is what you saw. That just kind of rang a bell because
Right.
I told my guy to discontinue them for January or
You can
it's
clearly see the stats.
yep.
I mean, why would you keep throwing money away unless you just had no visibility, right? It was just a
Yeah.
black hole. You're burning cash or whatever you're doing, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that money could be going towards, pay per click or whatever. I mean, that probably more effective ways of
Yeah.
using money.
PPC,
So,
but your landing pages are terrible. So even if you did it on PPC, you're not giving people the necessary experience to hire you
okay.
because it still looks like an e-commerce site. So I would hire someone on Upwork for $600 to fix your site, abiding by our web standards. We have a whole standard on tuning WordPress sites.
Do you have something that I can read on that by chance?
You could literally Google it, and we have lots of courses on that. We have courses on how to audit websites, which is
Okay.
basically what I did for you, but we've done thousands of them, right?
Gotcha.
So the very thing that we run as an audit, like what we're doing here, is the very thing that a freelancer on Upwork, I don't care if they're in Pakistan, I don't care if they've done it for 20 years, I don't care how good they say they are, their site has to pass our audit.
Mhm.
If it doesn't pass, I don't care how smart you are or how other people say that you're amazing because you're 500 reviews at 4.9 stars. If the site that someone builds doesn't pass our audit, it's just the facts are the facts. So
Yeah.
the beauty is we publish these things. Just like we looked at your stuff today. There's no arguing any of it.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to Google it and use the tools that will tell us, like, is the site working? Is it loading fast? That's why Roger Wakefield and I have this standard called Are You Googleable? It's a
Yep.
$200 report, and we go through all this stuff.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. And if you have somewhere for me to leave a review or,
How about this? Go to Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever and just write up something or make a 1-minute video right now and say, hey, I just went through and an Are You Googleable audit with
Okay.
Dennis. And here's some things that I learned. And these are actually super basic, obvious sorts of things, but I would have never known because I thought it was all this technical stuff. And I've been spending all this money on Facebook
Yeah.
ads and hiring these other agencies until I
Yeah.
realized that I needed to own my own marketing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't possible until I had access to these basic statistics. I'm like an obese person that's never stepped on a scale before. And I just needed to see that my cholesterol was high. I needed
Yeah.
to see like, and the stats are the stats, and now we can fix it, right?
Yeah.
And so my
Um,
eyes are opened as a small business, and anyone else who's a local business that sells services, they should probably understand how to do this too. Because,
yeah.
it's not that we don't like agencies or we don't like, Darren Shaw. I love him to death. I think he's amazing.
Yeah.
So either way, we need to own our own marketing. The way we do that is areyougoogleable.com.
Mhm. Yeah.
Why isn't there a clear standard? All these agencies go out and sell whatever. You're out there buying links on Fiverr. You don't know.
Yeah.
And
And
then we run
obviously,
the areyougoogleable.com, which is we're working on the software to basically do what we did in person. Is that
mhm.
worth $200
Yeah.
versus how much money you've spent on whatever in the last few years?
Yeah. I mean, and that's it's very frustrating. And
Yeah.
I'm helping another guy. He's starting a business out in Philadelphia doing what we do. And he used to work for me. He lives out in Philly now. And this company was going to charge him $3,000 a month for SEO. I'm like,
And your buddy in Philly, I'm sure he's a good installer. I'm sure he does good work, but
yep.
I bet you his marketing is, you guys are in the same bucket with marketing, aren't you?
Yeah, but I told he just started and his site is still being built as we speak. But the company that's building his site offered to do his SEO for $3,000 a month, and I told him stop, do not
Have
sign.
him watch this video.
Yep,
And then and by the way, he shouldn't be paying. Well, if he's hiring someone in the US, he might pay, $5,000 for the site. But if he wants the same site built by somebody in another country, it'll be under 1,000.
yep, it's crazy. And I'm all for people making money and whatnot, but man, that's just like uh
There's stuff that shouldn't be done in the United States.
yeah,
There's people that will work for $3 an hour that will do the thing that will do stuff according to our standards.
yep,
And I don't know of anyone in the United States that will do this for under $30 an hour.
yeah,
And
it's
it's not any better. Like certain things we do in the United States, like I'm an American, I was born in Dayton, Ohio. Like I totally understand. I want to hire Americans where possible, but some things should not be done by Americans unless you just want to pay more for the sake of it,
and
right?
that's the thing.
Why do you think the iPhones are made in China? Come on, right? If the
It's
iPhone was made in America, how much would it cost, right?
it
I mean,
probably two, three
it's,
times be $3,000. I mean, that's
yeah,
it's just it is what it is, and that's why a lot of manufacturing left the states is just because it just
yeah,
got too expensive, and
yeah.
you
So
know it's,
get your website built on Upwork using our standards. It'll cost you $500 to $1,000, depending on how exactly you want it done. SEO you take in house. And this guy he would have hired, I don't know who this guy is, but this guy would probably outsource it to someone else who outsources to someone else. So you have no idea who's actually doing the work at the end of the line. You know what I mean?
and that's what's frustrating about this whole industry, and
The people
uh,
who are selling it to you, they don't even know how to do it. They're just salespeople. And then
yeah,
you get
that's
you meet a mechanic like me, Scott, someone who actually does the thing. And it's a
yeah,
completely different picture. I'm not a sales guy. I'm a mechanic.
yeah, and I can tell because usually people are trying to, hey, sign up here or sign up there. Um,
Did I ever ask you for any money?
no, no, but I mean it is. I mean you're building organically. And that's kind of what I look at as a business person. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to help. I'm here
Right.
to provide a
Exactly.
solution. I'm here when you have a problem. I'm here to help solve it for you when it comes to my industry. And I'm not a very I'm a great salesperson, but I don't sell. It's like I listen.
That's the best sales. So are there any salespeople in the emergency room at the hospital?
No,
Why
no,
not?
because you're not being sold. You're there for
Right.
a service, and yeah,
Yeah, they want someone with expertise who can diagnose and treat, not sell. Scott, does this pain? Do you hurt? Yeah, yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Help me. I'm having a heart attack. Can you fix it? Don't try to sell me. Yes, I'm in pain. Don't convince me I'm in pain.
yeah,
Let's just have the surgery or whatever I need to take the pill. What do I have to do? Help me, doctor.
mhm,
I'm bleeding to death. Help me. Tell me
yeah,
what's wrong. Like fix whatever. Take the x-ray, figure out what's wrong and fix it.
sure,
That's
yeah,
that's the way we look at it. You came to me and we basically did a scan of all your, taking your blood and the MRI and the x-rays and all that. I'm like, you can clearly see this is what's wrong.
Yeah.
And here's what you need to do to fix it. Here's your treatment plan.
Your parameters are on that, are you Googleable? Like your template that you
You could just,
suggest.
you could literally, the whole idea of are you Googleable is you could ask Google or you could ask ChatGPT
Okay.
and you'll find, you should find. And if you can't find it, then we didn't do a good job making it Googleable, right?
Yeah.
Any information that you want found should be Googleable.
Yeah.
Shouldn't require coming to me because then I'm Google for you, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of our VAs and whatever, they come to me and they say, hey, Dennis, what's the answer to this? And then what I do is I Google it for them and I paste the first result back to them. And they say, oh, thank you so much. I said, I just took your question. I pasted it into Google. Come on, right? Oh,
Yeah.
but it's so much easier asking you.
Yeah.
You could paste it into ChatGPT. It would give you probably a better answer than I would because it'll quote on my, it's read all my articles and watched all my videos and like it knows this stuff, Scott, right?
What's your
It'll like pull up stuff like, oh yeah, well, Dennis, you said this here and you said that. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I said that. That you're right. I did say that.
yeah.
We should publish this on YouTube and give it to all the other installers to see. They're probably making the same mistakes. Yeah.